everybody. Hereby call this meeting of the Rogers Board of Trustees to order. Today is April 24th, 2025, at 6 o'clock p.m. Confirm there is a quorum present. Mr. Mejia is absent currently. If you please rise and join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now, see public comment section.
Oh, they're terrible.
All right. Okay, Rogers ISD Board of Trustees values public input and welcomes comments from the community members. In accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, the board cannot deliberate or make decisions on matters not listed on the posted agenda. Each speaker is allotted 3 minutes to address the board. Our secretary, Mr. Green, will time the speaker and notify the speaker when there is 1 minute remaining. And I believe I'm gonna, Miss Catalina, I'm sorry, how you pronounce the last name?
Roja,
Rosia,
yes.
you have the floor.
Okay. Well, good evening. My name is Catalina Roja. I'm here to talk on behalf of transfer students, but more specifically my son, Isaiah Williams. He is currently about to graduate kindergarten in Ms. Kirch's class. I'm here to ask if you consider changing a policy about attendance for transfers. I know that there is a good chance that my son will be revoked returning to Rogers next year due to attendance. Not attendance issues because of just not wanting to come, or vacation, but because he's had pneumonia, the flu, and hand, foot, mouth this year. Although I have doctor's notes and ER notes as well as diagnosis notes from the doctors, they will still be counted against my son. My son, who's 5 years old, he's wondering why he won't return next year. Having to explain that is because he missed days due to being sick. I know that there are many other schools, including Round Rock and Leander, that give equal and fair chances to each student transfer and zoned. That's what I'm asking for and begging that you consider changing the policy allowing transfer students at Rogers the same opportunity. Allowing sick days with doctor's notes to not count against them as there's nothing they could possibly do about being sick. We love Rogers and Isaiah adores his teachers and he has created so many lifelong bonds with friends. He's extremely smart and one of the most caring and kind kids. His teachers have had nothing but good things to say. He even plays baseball in the Rogers youth team. Without me even asking, 3 adults who work at Rogers, including Justina in the office, Nurse Lori, and Isaiah's teacher, Ms. Kircha, have reached out on their own, hearing that he would probably be revoked. I hope that it shows what kind of student Isaiah is and that he deserves the chance to continue to grow at Rogers. This is where the best opportunity for our son is, and he deserves to have that. Being sick and missing school is something that can't be controlled. Please hear me when I say we are asking for a policy that allows our son, and other transfer students to be able to attend without worrying of being revoked due to something that we as parents can't control. Of course, we will do our absolute best to keep him from getting sick and recovering fast. We would love for our other 2 sons to follow their big brother's steps and go to Rogers to be their very best selves, as his cousins also attend Rogers, as Tavian Aguilon, the senior here. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I guess now it's on to recognitions and celebrations.
All right, we got a pretty big crew tonight. I guess who do we want to start with? Who's closest to the door, I guess is the best question.
Mr. Dracy.
Mr. Geraci? All right, so Mr. Geraci and Ms. Medina have a slideshow for us. So we will start with our band, celebrating our band.
We invited a few students.
Good.
Started with seniors, some of them didn't come, so we've had a little bit of mix of all. I guess I'll wait for them to come in. There we go.
Come on down.
You're good, no, we're good. So this is a mix of our awesome students from old to new. We got a few of them. So we started this season. It's been a very quick year for me. Actually, it's been a crazy year. If y'all know what happened with my mom's side at home with my wife, but despite we had a great marching season, ending at UIL with a 1, advancing the area and knocking on the door final. So that was a really awesome experience. And that was marching band in Division I right there. And then moving from that, we can talk about 7th grade real quick. And
Yeah, so 7th grade band, they attended the UIL concert and site reading evaluation in March, right before spring break at Lake Felton High School. And they are the sweepstakes, meaning they got a 1 from every single judge, which is a huge accomplishment for those kiddos. Super proud of them all. They're a joy to work with each day. We've got some really cool music that we're super excited to show on the concert next month. Actually, not even next month, it's like in a few weeks at this
Yeah.
point. But yeah, we're super excited for it, and we're super proud that we're working with them. In our 6th grade band, this year they have had their beginner showcase in November, where they showed parents what they've learned for like the first 6 weeks of learning the instrument, mouthpieces, and they played a few songs like Hot Cross Buns and stuff like that. And then they had their winter concerts. They're gonna have their spring concert here with the rest of the bands here today. And we took about 30 or so students to the Academy Soul and Ensemble contest this past March. And 23 of those students earned Superior Division I ratings for their first ever solo and ensemble contest, which is really impressive to see, I think, performing by themselves for a judge. It's a little intimidating, but it is such a good job, so we're very proud of them. And like the 7th grade, they also have some upcoming performances here in their communities as well.
And then leads us to the concert band, and we did some cool things this semester. One being, getting our Division I rating at Concert Festival, which, because we did marching and concert, you get the big boy here. So we had a little trifecta this year. Got 3 of the Texas Triangles, I guess you would call it. So that was a cool thing for me. This is my 2nd year here, but 5th year in Texas. I spent some time at a struggling school, and so this was the first time for me in Tech. I've gotten plenty of ones, but in Texas, this was the first time I was able to get this. So super proud of the kids for accomplishing that. And a couple of weeks ago, we also, in this bottom left corner, we got to perform in the Round Top Festival Institute, and it was just an incredible facility, just an awesome experience. It was cool to see a lot of their oohs and ahs when they saw the facility, when they walked in. It's like, whoa, we're performing in this kind of place. So it's been a fun year, and just, thanks for your support. Some more stuff, sorry. You want to do this?
Yes, so every year, the Association of Texas Small School Bands, which is ATSSB, hosts a region competition, and the auditions are held within like the first 2 weeks of December, and students that qualify go and perform at the clinic and concert in January, early January. We had 8 Rogers Middle School students and 4 Rogers High School students proudly represented, including Caleb, Ember, and Lydia. They were also there for that. We had overall at whole region, we're in Region 8, so it's schools from all around the state. There were over 530 middle school students of auditions, and middle school, and then there were over 580 high school students. Lydia was one of the ones that we, and then you are as well. And then for Centex, Centex is a little bit specifically for just 1A through 3 schools, and there were 600 middle school students that tried out over there, and almost 600 high school students. And then we had 11 Rogers middle school students and 5 Rogers high school students that proudly represent our band program there. So, yeah, very proud of all these kids for their hard work. And then, even though we are getting close to the end of the school year, there's a lot coming up for the band program. May 2nd, next Friday, we're taking about 60 of our 6th through 8th grade band students to the Resource Solo and Ensemble contest, where they will perform either a solo or an ensemble for that. May 6th is our spring concert at Temple College at 6:30 p.m. We will have our 6th grade, 7th grade, combined 7th grade and high school band, and our jazz band performing. So it's going to be a pretty big concert. May 9th, we're taking our 7th graders over to the Pride of Texas Music Festival in Austin as like a reward end of the year field trip. May 14th is our 6th grade band reward trip to the Temple College Band Invitational. And then on May 15th, we have the high school band thing for the concert.
So y'all basically aren't busy at all.
But thanks for y'all support this year, and we're looking forward to an awesome year next year. We haven't put it out publicly, shared it with the show, with the kids, but we'll put a show announcement out there here pretty soon too. We got our show picked out and everything. We're looking forward to another awesome season. So.
Well, and I just want to say, this is what it looks like when you build a program. When you have someone 6 through 12 who are taking care of our kids at every grade, every level, every ability. This is what it looks like when you build a program. This is what it looks like when you honor the strengths of lots of kids in lots of different ways. So thank you both for everything that you do for us.
Thank you so much.
All right. So all right, who's next? Who's closest to the door? Coach Rankin. That's
Yeah, Coach.
Oh, yes. It's like a band club. Y'all smile.
And the baby.
The seniors and the baby.
Again, this is part of our basketball program, our seniors, and then our freshman point guard. The roster this year was Tyson Cisneros, Camden Bartek, Brody Waits, Grayson Brown, Riley Holscher, Brady Youngblood, Jaden Matabo, Michael Hubbard, and then Jacob McCormick. This was probably the best year I've had in Rogers since I've been here. We finished tied for second in the district, which is the highest that we've finished since I've been here. We were by district finalists. A couple notable wins. We beat state-ranked Mumford twice this year. They ended up playing in the regional finals in 2A. So it was kind of two big wins for us. And obviously beating Camden twice this year was a staple victory for us. And then obviously in our district, the second round, we went back and beat a lot of teams that beat us the first time. So I was pretty proud of our guys how we bounced back, made some adjustments, and went and competed in the second round of the district. Very hard working group of guys. Very weird group of guys. A very fun season. This group really bonded well with the freshmen playing with us, the seniors, and up and down throughout the roster. It was a lot of fun this year. And then their efforts throughout the season was also recognized at the all-district meeting. They represented really well. We had 2 first-teamers, Riley Holscher and Jacob McCormick. We had 2 second-teamers, Braden Youngblood and Tyson Cisneros. Our freshman was the newcomer of the year in the district. Jaden Matabo and Michael Hubbard also honorable mention. And then they also took care of business in the classroom. We had the academic all districts, Riley Holscher, Jacob McCormick, Braden Youngblood, Michael Hubbard, and Camden Bartek. And then 2 of our seniors were academic all state, Jacob McCormick and Riley Holscher. So not only did we take care of business on the court, we also took care of business in the classroom. And I think that holds high standard for these young men on what they did this year.
I think there's something else you're forgetting. Wasn't there something else that y'all were honored with?
Really successful year. We had a lot of fun. I know we're trying to get at, but it's not about me, it's about our kids.
I know.
We did great.
But we're proud of y'all for that.
Yes. But we had a really good season this year.
Y'all seem to play best when you're coming from behind.
Yeah.
Monica from behind victories.
Y'all are fun to
Yeah.
watch.
We had a lot of great fun. They kept fighting, kept playing. I know one time I looked up, there was a Mumford game. I'm not bad at that. I'm sitting there racing the huddle, and who was it? Brody's like, it's 18, coach. All right, so we're down 18. One possession at a time. One possession at a time. Next thing I look up, we're down 6. And then it's like, we're tied, and then we're up. And ended up beating Mumford that second time.
Fun to watch.
Had no business. And
We're gonna miss our
kept fighting,
seniors.
kept beating. So that is your varsity boys basketball.
Great job.
Oh, and Grayson Brown's also giving back to the program right now, coaching on spring league.
Good job. Next.
Want me to send this one already?
Yeah, do tennis.
All right.
We got bottom, we got tennis, we got girls basketball, we got powerlifting. I just can't stay away from Coach Raymond.
I did get some of my guys, I got to play too. So there you go. That's all right. Oh.
Put up with all those boys.
All right, so in this program, we had some returners, we had a lot of first timers, we had a lot of seniors, we said, hey, I want to go do something fun in the spring. They came out and tried it. Some of our big successes this year, we did have Brody Waits and Trapper play the consolation finals in a JV tournament. And then Abby got second in the academy tournament, so that was one of our big accomplishments this season. Then at district, this past Monday, Brody, Blayton, Simon, Haley, Daphne, and Caitlin Lang all represented our varsity there. Blayton and Simon did win their first round matchup. And Alexis played tennis this year. And, but they won their first round match, the doubles team did. And then they ended up drawing Franklin's #1 team in that second round.
Oh.
That should be the last one.
All right.
Are you sure there's nobody else?
Here, I'll find the board.
Are they here?
No, no,
Oh. So we're also passing on time. So again, like I said, we had a lot of first timers come up, try some things. Like Jacob came back, played tennis with me out of basketball season. Grayson came back, played with me. Charles played 2 years ago, I think, and came back to play this year. The rest of them standing here, these 5, will be representing our JV this coming Monday. So the JV district tournament will be Monday, so look forward to that and seeing the success that we'll have on Monday there. I'm not sure it's going to happen in tennis on Monday.
Great job, guys.
Although-
Proud of y'all.
Oh, no, I'll never tell you. I'll never tell you. Tracy Brown will tell me.
All right, who's next?
Coach E.
Send whoever's next, come in.
Oh, dude.
Oh, Coach Brewer, why are you hiding in the back?
Yes, ma'am.
You can be on deck. Yeah, you can be on deck.
Be on there. I am a.
Good job, Sarah. Use your teacher voice. That's right.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Hello. Mad dog.
Does he have nicknames for all of y'all?
Yes.
Can he introduce y'all tonight with those nicknames?
Yes.
Let me see. Coach Jaden, Angry Chloe, Love, Mad Dog, K Money, K Dog.
Who also won the dog like fashion show this year. You know that?
This is girls basketball. We had a pretty good year. It's my first year here. We finished the season 16 and 13 this year. We improved by 8 wins, which is pretty good for us. I didn't have any academy wins to brag about because I'm still kind of ticked off about that. But we did make the playoffs. We were area finalists. We beat what was it? T in the first round. That was a pretty tough one. We had some man. Good job. That's all I'm gonna say. That was a rough game. King, we missed a few shots. We didn't do good in that game, but that's okay. We actually had some really good awards as far as district go. Cure and Ariella, they were first team all district. Elena and Maddie, they were second team all district. Layla, Daphne, and Chloe, they were honorable mention. Kinley was our 6th man of the year this year. All of the girls made academic all district this year. And I have to admit that I had a
a communication flaw with the all-state thing. I was supposed to turn it in and I didn't know that. So that's why they were not recognized for all-state academic. That was on me and I didn't realize that. So I kind of messed them out of that honor. We are in the process of we're losing some really good seniors. And I'm kind of sad about that because, you know, we had some fun this season. My first year, and I'm not gonna lie, I was told that I gotta be a little louder, you know, yeah, they said I wasn't loud enough on the court.
Like when you call their names?
Yeah, they said I just need to be a little louder. That's what I was told. So
You said that? Then he was calling you?
you sure? All right. But we had fun though. Honestly, we're losing good seniors, but we're bringing back a really strong team. We're bringing back 6 returners, I think, are coming back this year, which is pretty good for a varsity team. Yeah, got 6 coming back. We had a few that was hurt. Jade got hurt in the Cameron game. Isabella, she was hurt most of the season, but she toughed it out. Came back for the last 3 or 4 games, which is pretty tough.
He said 2.
Maddie played wrist was broke for like a month and kept playing. And we tried to make her go to the doctor. She said no, and she won this game. Yes. But no, we had fun, man. We had fun in practice. I showed them a lot of love in practice, and so you know that was.
That means running. That means running? Is love like coach for running?
Yes.
That's the code word. Like love means more is coming.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're looking at a really good season coming back, and honestly, I had fun this year, and I think that these girls, like they said, they took care of business on the court, took care of business off the court, and hey, these girls are excellent.
I'll say from first year superintendent perspective, going and setting at games, y'all are fun to watch. I don't know a whole lot about basketball. I sat by Katie Richter a lot, and she got mad a lot. And so when she yelled at the refs, whatever she yelled, I also yelled. But y'all are so fun to watch, like just passionate. Like that is what it looks like when you give 150%. Like when you give things like you don't even have to give. And I was just really proud of y'all as your superintendent, sitting in the stands and watching you work. So thank y'all, and thank you, Coach. I mean, I'm gonna need you to, come out of your shell a little bit.
I'm trying.
Make them run a little bit more. They said they never had to run.
Okay.
Okay.
More love, more love.
More love. But no, seriously, girls, thank y'all, and thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Next.
Yeah, they did.
That is what it looks like when you. Hello.
Right there.
There we go. Just gonna recognize the golf team. On our girls side, we got Charlie and Trinity. And then on the boys side, Jay couldn't make it. He's taking senior pictures, and Jaden couldn't make it as well. But we got Jacob, Jackson, and Will. And we also like to recognize Connor, who is a member of our golf team. On the girls' side, Charlie finished as the second regional alternate. So she finished in 4th as the individuals. They take the top 2. So she finished in 4th. So she was only 2 spots out of qualifying. On the boys' side, we got 3rd at the Lexington tournament, 3rd at the Cameron tournament, and we tied for 2nd at the Rosewood Lot tournament. And then at district, we finished 4th. Connor finished as the first regional alternate, so he finished in 3rd place. They do a great job of working the craft on their own. We don't have access to a golf course, so a lot of the stuff they do on the weekends or their spare times, seniors, has really paid off, and they've done a great job through the year getting better. I know most of these have played. Jacob's first year playing, did a great job this year, but each of them have shown improvement from where we started. Will and Jackson from last year, day and night. I mean, we're not losing every ball now, so. So we're making progress. We've gotten so much better. They have fun with it. I think once you realize you don't get to ride a cart when you're playing golf, and you have to walk,
Yeah.
that kind of, some people shy away from that once they figured that out. And then once you figure out you don't just play with your teammates, then we lose some more people, right, Trinity? Just like to recognize their hard work and dedication this year. I think we did a tremendous job. Super proud of them, and I just would like to recognize them. Thank you.
Great job. Well, and Coach, I love that you said that they've got to refine their craft on their own, because, I mean, you're right, like, you have to depend on your players working from home, and then you got to work them here and know how much you give to our kids, and just thank y'all for your work ethic and working at home and getting better and not chasing the balls in the woods all the time, Will and Jack. So, great job, guys, we're proud of y'all. Me?
Sorry. Texas. Take a picture.
Oh. Powerlifting, are they coming through? Okay.
We're just putting in the beginning, sorry.
She said, oh, Lord. What a great group.
It's more embarrassing than
Come on, Dad.
We're the last few people that walked in right before. Right after I started service.
Okay, these are our girls' regional qualifiers. Not all of them, some of them had some prior commitments, we couldn't get them on here. But our freshmen, Rebecca Federley, Kendall Salazar, Ava Montalvo, Suzanne Hernandez. Okay, and then we've got, who was missing freshman ones? I got my list, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting old, so I gotta have those. That's all our freshmen. Ava was a 4th place medalist at the regional powerlifting meet this year, a freshman, which is awesome. Our sophomore, Ava Munguia, okay, Ava was also a 4th place finisher in her weight class at the regional powerlifting meet. We've got Gavin Williams, our junior, and then we've got some seniors. We've got a couple of missing, but we've got Kelsey Drake. She was a 4th place medalist in her weight class at the regional powerlifting meet. Amber Novosad, Gracie Smith, Taylor Shelton wasn't able to be here. And Paige Williams wasn't able to be here, but Paige was our regional champion in her weight class, and then she advanced to the state powerlifting meet and finished. She finished 8th place in the state of Texas in Division II 3A, and it was a great year. These girls did a great job this year. We have 7 seniors. Oh, we got some other seniors that aren't here. Abigail Mejia is one of our seniors. She was academic all-state 2nd team. Amber was academic all-state 2nd team. Okay, and Kelsey was academic all-state also 2nd team. And then Alicia Pratts, she's with 1 Act 2 today. She's one of our regional qualifiers as a senior also. So we had 13 of our 15 girls qualify for regionals. And that's a testament to them. That's a testament to them. So these are girls regional and state qualifiers.
Well, and also a testament to you, Coach, and people don't realize how hard it is, not just on your bodies, but on your minds. I mean, it's a mental sport just as much as it is a physical sport. So thank y'all for showing up and getting better every day and representing Rogers in lots of different weight classes and lots of different levels, and we are really, really proud of you. Great job. Is that it? Is that it? Yeah, boys, okay, I'm
Oh, you
like.
can't leave. It'd be weird if I just said like this. And I scoot over.
I thought maybe the boys just.
No, they're out there. They're just like,
Tell her it's one time.
There they are.
All right, these are our boys' regional qualifiers for this season. Enrique Cervantes, our freshman regional qualifier. Rowdy Aldner, our sophomore regional qualifier. Caden Wall, junior. Xavier Solano, junior. Joshua Landeros, junior. Joshua finished 4th place at the regional powerlifting meet. And these are our 3 seniors. Charles Glasgow, unfortunately, Charles wasn't able to live this year because of an injury, but he was our statistician, assistant coach, bookkeeper, whatever you want to call him. When I needed something, he did the math because I'm not good with the math. So Charles always did the math for me, and it was always right on point. AJ Jurgens, AJ finished third at the regional meet. He was really close. We thought we were going to get him out to the state meet, but he got to 3rd, and it was a great day for him. And then Callan Caldwell, Callan's a special one for me. They all are, but I told Callan today it's been a long, short 4 years. When I look at him and I told his mom out there, I still see 84-pound Callan sometimes, but this is not 84-pound Callan. They did a great job this year. These guys, they were team champions in the Holland meet that we lifted in our own meet, and in the Gerald meet that we lifted in. Our 3 seniors were all academic all-state. Callan and Charles were on the elite team, Callan and AJ were on the elite team, and Charles was on the second team, academic all-state. And we don't have as many qualifiers because it's the qualification's a little bit harder with the boys. The girls has opened up to Division 2A, 3A big school, 3A small school. These boys are competing against everybody in Class 3A. And so for us to have 7 of them is usually a pretty good number.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good number. So these are our regional qualifiers.
Well, we told the girls when they were in here that people don't realize, your sport is not just a physical sport, it's also a mental sport. And you're competing against yourself just as much as you're competing against anyone else. And that takes a different kind of work ethic, a different kind of drive. And so thank y'all for showing up. Thank you for working hard. Thank you for getting better. Seniors, we're going to miss you.
That's it.
I think that's it.
All right. Now we're on the informational items. We'll hear the superintendent's report from Mrs. Brashear.
All right.
You got the floor.
So attendance, we're staying the same. We're at about 96% for the district. We've seen a little drop at the high school. That's typical for this time of year. They get busy and tired the second half of the year. Enrollment, pretty much the same. We're at 889 as a district. One of the things that I've been asked just in the community and, by a bunch of people is, what is it looking like for next year, right? We made 3A by just a few this year. Next year is another year where they'll do the count and kind of figure out if we're going to be big 2A or small 3A. It's going to be close. It really depends on where UIL sets the number. We are going in 13 less next year. So basically our 8th grade class coming up is a little smaller and our 12th grade class going out is a little bigger. And so we'll be 13 less than where we are now. So it's going to be close. It just is what it is. We don't ever know the numbers until it happens. Anything you want to add on that, Coach, about, did I say it right?
Yes.
Okay. Financial update, Tracy, do you have anything you want to?
Reports are there. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd like to answer any questions you may have.
Teaching and learning update, the biggest thing, and y'all, I think y'all have seen it a couple times, just to kind of recapture it. Teacher incentive allotment, we're at phase 2. This is always the vision, is phasing in to where we can eventually allow every teacher in the district the opportunity to earn TIA money. We started with just our 4 tested. We're moving on to all 4 K-12. So any 4 teacher K-12, they're in the second phase, and they will have the ability to earn the TIA money. Phase 3, which will not be next year, but the year after, is when we're looking at bringing in some of the special programs, the electives and so forth.
Is this something that they have to approve first for us to increase our TIA allotment categories? Or
So we
is it
just, every year,
work on us?
every year we have to submit any amendments. And so this is the amendment that we're submitting this year that says we want to expand to more teachers. So, and it's difficult. I think that's how most schools are doing it. They start with it 4 and then they expand out. The biggest changes are we're really streamlining what assessment we're using to track from beginning to the end of the year. Something else that we're going back and fixing is we're putting in our plan that teachers have to finish out their contract year. So they can't leave in April and get their TI money. If they're gonna be a TI teacher, they need to be employed by Rogers ISD for the duration of the year. And so that's just kind of the biggest thing. Our focus for 25-26 is high impact instruction. That ties in a little bit with what you'll approve later, which the board signs off every year basically saying we are providing a curriculum that is aligned with the TEKS. We use TEKS resource along with some other materials such as HMH, McGraw-Hill, STEM Scope, Social Studies Weekly. Those are all things that we use, all TEKS aligned. But that's part of our bigger plan is just the high impact instruction, making sure we have a master schedule that supports high impact instruction. Kids have access to classes that support high impact instruction. Every class has an instructional framework, so we're maximizing every minute. Really letting the teachers be in control of their YAG and their scope and sequence, so they can dig in and define what they want their year to look like. Really utilizing an assessment calendar at every level, and making sure that we are providing our teachers the training that they need, that they are telling us what training we need, we're purchasing that training, we're providing it, giving them a say in what professional learning looks like for them, and then really reimagining PLCs for 25-26. I think, all of our campuses have PLCs, we're utilizing them well. I think every year we're going to get a little bit better, and just kind of our overarching plan for high impact instruction. Human resource update. We have some new hires. So are any of our new hires here tonight?
Yes.
She's like, me, I'm here. And you're here. Okay, so I'm going to start with elementary. Ms. Monstosh, do you have anybody here you want to
I
introduce?
do. All right, so Ms. Cockrow, if you'll go ahead and stand on up.
She's hiding back there.
Yes. So this is Ms. Rachel Cockrow. She's coming to us from Belton. She has a lot of pre-K experience. She's familiar with Rogers. We did numerous interviews to find the perfect fit for pre-K. Poor Miss Oborn, I held her after school, I don't know how many days, until we found the perfect fit for her. Because again, I need someone that's going to be a great team member for her, that's going to be the right person, that's going to help build our kids. Because pre-K 4s, they're right there, they're our babies. So we have Miss Cochran though, and she's super excited to be here. We had a lot of great reference checks on her. Her current supervisor right now is a little sad that they're losing her, so I was a little excited about that part.
I wondered if she would give me a good review. She promised she would, though.
So we have Miss Cochran here.
Well, we are excited you are back home.
Thank you.
So,
I'm really excited to be in Rogers. So
very good. All right. Chase, anybody here for you? All right. Drew?
So it's Mr. Megan Pierce. So she's going to be part of the math department for high school. We're very excited. Got lucky this one. The experience that she has in math and PLC and stuff is going to really push the rigor in the math department. Previous people have said that she has the amazing ability to build relationships with kids, and that's something that we desperately need to continue that tradition here. And so she's going to be a great asset for that.
And I know Coach Usselton is happy that you're here.
Yes, he was my student teacher.
These students all for you?
Yes.
So you can tell us secrets?
Great.
Well, we are very excited that you are here. So thank you for saying yes, and thank you for coming to Rogers. Did I get everybody that's here? And it's kind of like an odd time of year. I know Mr. Zana in 5th grade is on vacation, and then Coach Marinick is coaching a doubleheader tonight. Y'all had a chance to meet Miss Coach Parker. So I think that kind of takes care of that. But just wanted y'all to have a chance to see some new faces. And then for my launch, this week is Admin Professional Week, and we have a lot of ladies across the offices, but we wanted to really take time today to celebrate our secretaries, because admin professional, only because full-time multitasking ninja isn't an official job title. So we are just very grateful for Miss Justina and Miss Carol, Miss Crystal, Miss Bertha, and of course Lexi. We're just very grateful for all that they do for our district. So very good, and that's the update. See, Casey, no pictures of you. Next week, next month.
Next month.
All right, so now I'm gonna turn over board training,
Oh,
the
okay.
legal comment that you got.
Legal comment.
Yeah.
Board training hours in accordance with Texas Education Code 11.159. I am reporting on the continuing education training completed by the Rogers ISD Board of Trustees. Continuing education is a vital part of effective school board governance. Each trustee has completed or is in the process of completing the required annual training as of the reporting deadline, ensuring our board remains informed and effective in its duties. We will give individual updates at the next meeting. This report will be recorded in the official minutes of this meeting.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Now that's been said. Action items. I guess the first action item is 6A, consider 2025-2026 district calendar amendment.
And that was just flipping those Bell
County.
Yeah, the
Youth
Bell
Fair
County Youth Fair Days.
All right. If there's any discussion, if there is none, do I have a motion to approve the recommended amendment of the 25-26 RISD calendar? Moved by Mr. Green. Second by Mrs. Fox. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries. 1, 2, 3, 7. 7 of them. All right, now let's consider and approve instructional materials certification
Those are the updates that we,
that were just in your superintendent update. Is there any discussion of that? If there's not, anybody like to make a motion to approve instructional materials certification?
Also moved.
Moved by Mr. Shabik. Second by Mr. Green. All those in favor, raise your hand. All those opposed, motion carries 7-0. Next is consider and approve teaching incentive allotment modification. I believe that's something in there as well. Thank you, Mrs. Dodd and the TIA committee for their hard work on this modification. Is there any discussion? If there isn't, do I have a motion to approve the 25-26 teacher incentive allotment modification as recommended by administration and calendar committee? Moved by Mrs. Fox, second by Mr. Marek. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Now, T-Chat.
this is our MOU we sign every year. T-Chat just gives our counselors a free resource for parents who need, behavioral counseling. It's just an online counseling platform. Counselors can refer a kid. Their parents have to sign off and approve. A&M offers it for free. We sign the MOU every year. It's a resource.
Yeah, that's the Texas Child Health Access through Telemedicine. T-Chat. Any discussion? If there, do I have a motion to approve the MOU for the T-Chat as presented? Second. Moved by Mr. Mark. Second by John Paul Jervinka. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion favors 7-0. Now, consider a bus purchase. Mr. Beard will share a little bit about this.
Can you kind of tell what the purchase is real quick?
We're asking your approval to purchase a brand new 2026, 2025 Thomas built bus. This is the same style bus that you saw purchased 3 years ago. We've had very good luck with those buses. Kids seem to really enjoy riding on them. They've been very reliable. They're also, in doing our research, they're a little bit cheaper than the Bluebirds. They're a little bit cheaper than the internationals. And since we've had such good luck with them, that's what I'd like to state.
Question, how much is money for the additional, the camera system, the two-way radio? If we decide to.
This bus will have air conditioning.
No, the two-way radio.
The radio and the camera.
Two-way radio.
And the camera, that's not listed on here, is not no camera system and the two-way radio.
The reason that we didn't have them installed at the factory is because we'll do that when we get the bus in here. So we have the company that does our bus scanners and our tablets. They also provide our cameras, and so we'll have them come in and put in a camera system there, and then we'll purchase two-way radio. Actually, what we'll do is we'll move a two-way radio off one of the old buses that we're gonna get rid of and install it on the new.
And be compatible with our current system?
Yes.
Okay. Good job.
Thank you all.
So there'll be no additional, the cost you'll be paying for the camera system will be included somehow, or?
I'm sorry. Say that
Like
again.
the cost of the
The
camera
cost of the
system.
camera system.
The cost of the cameras, depending on which bus we're gonna replace, if we have a camera system there that we can pull, we may be able to just do that here in-house without any additional expense. If it's a bus that does not currently have cameras, then we'll have to go ahead and purchase.
But that'll just come from
another set of
general
cameras.
funds, like.
So
your
we're
general
looking at,
budget.
less than $1,500.
Okay, I just want to make sure you have, we allocate the necessary funds to
Yes,
make sure
yes.
that you guys.
We'll try to reuse wherever we can.
Thank you for doing that.
All right. There's no more discussion. Do I have a motion to approve the purchase as presented?
Also move.
Moved by John Paul, second by Mr. Green. All those in favor? Oh, motion carries 7-0. Now we move to the consent agenda. Minutes from the March 27th, 25 regular meeting and March 18th of 25 called meeting. Do I have a motion, or is there discussion to amend?
We've already approved the minutes from the March 18th call. That was actually in the minutes of the March 27th.
Okay.
Okay.
You know you spoiled them, Sarah.
We have to make them this time.
All right. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from March 27th, 25 regular board meeting?
Yes, I moved.
Motion made by Mrs. Fox.
A second.
Ooh, rock, paper, scissors? John Paul, all those in favor? All those opposed, motion carries 7-0. There being no further business, do I have a motion to adjourn? I'll make y'all stay here. So, Mr. Green. All right, we adjourned at 6:48 p.m.
And Chad and Trey, don't leave, y'all have to sign the,
MOU.
there's a couple of things in there. Okay. See, don't, see the real ball. So, he's not gonna-